Greetings to all friends. May life always lead us to valuable learning from the great figures of the world. In this journey, let us reflect and draw motivation from these 10 intriguing philosophical quotes. According to my way of thinking, there is no better proof of a well-ordered mind than a person's ability to stop at their place and spend time alone with themselves. Seneca. This quote teaches us the importance of introspection and self-reflection. Seneca reminds us that the ability to pause from activities and spend time alone is a sign of a well-organized and healthy mind. In a life often filled with busyness, we often forget to examine and delve into our own thoughts and feelings. By pausing for a moment, we can better understand ourselves, our life goals, and how we can become the best version of ourselves. I have reached a point where I never felt the need to stop and evaluate whether I am happy or not. I just am, and unquestionably, it works. Chris Jamie. This quote portrays self-acceptance and acceptance of one's circumstances. Chris Jamie emphasizes that happiness doesn't always have to be sought or evaluated, but can be found in the simple state of just being. It's a reminder that sometimes we focus too much on seeking happiness in the wrong places, whereas true happiness emerges when we accept ourselves as we are. And why should we feel anger at the world, as if the world will take notice? Marcus Aurelius. This quote illustrates Stoic philosophy emphasizing acceptance and tranquility in facing circumstances. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that anger or resentment towards the world will not change anything. Instead, by accepting the world as it is, we can achieve deeper inner peace. Because in this matter, we should not give credit to the masses, who say that no one can be educated except the free group, but to the philosophers, who say that only the learned are free, Epictetus. Epictetus teaches that true freedom doesn't depend on social status or wealth, but on wisdom and knowledge. In a world that often values freedom from a material standpoint, this quote reminds us that true freedom comes from understanding and controlling ourselves. For the wise, peace of mind is a result of being okay with the state of affairs. For the foolish, it's a consequence of everything being okay. Motivational. This quote underscores the importance of attitude towards circumstances in achieving inner peace. Motivational states that the wise can maintain peace of mind by accepting everything as it is, while the foolish tend to feel dissatisfied even when everything is fine. It's a reminder that our attitude towards circumstances greatly impacts our mental well-being. Better to be hated for simplicity than to suffer for eternal pretense. Seneca. Seneca emphasizes the importance of integrity and simplicity in life. This quote teaches that it's better to be oneself and be accepted as such, even if it might make us disliked by some, rather than being disliked by many for insincere pretense. If you are told that someone has spoken ill of you, don't defend yourself against what is said, but answer, "He surely doesn't know my other faults. Otherwise, he wouldn't mention only these." Epictetus. Epictetus teaches the importance of self-awareness and reaction to criticism. This quote reminds us that criticism of us is often not entirely objective, and instead, we should remain calm and introspective towards such criticism. True happiness is enjoying the present moment, without dependence on the future. Seneca. This quote highlights the importance of living in the present moment and enjoying every moment without worrying too much about the future. Seneca teaches that true happiness doesn't depend on what might happen in the future, but on appreciating the life we have now. The crossing of a blue bridge deemed invisible by those who cannot distinguish it from the blue of the horizon. Ioannis. This quote implies sensitivity and deep understanding of the world around us. Ioannis teaches that wisdom and insight in life are not always clear to everyone and often can only be understood by those with deep insight and understanding. Speak the truth, and most importantly, claim the things you desire, at least to yourself. Ioannis. This final quote emphasizes the importance of honesty in speech and claiming what we want in life. Ioannis teaches that by being honest with ourselves and acknowledging our desires, we can create a more fulfilling and authentic life. From these 10 remarkable philosophical quotes, we can learn a lot about the meaning of life, wisdom, and how we can develop ourselves into the best version of ourselves. May these quotes serve as a source of inspiration and motivation for everyone to achieve positive change in their lives.